Allowing people to take risks and having kind of freedom to make choices and all that is really important for the group that we work with, because basically it comes down to respect.
I just turned 60 recently. I've got my independence still and I want to keep it.
I don't know why I should be living in a strict place. I'm an adult.
Oh yeah, I want to do what I want to do.
It's really important that I have freedom, you know.
The independence, like you can go out and I can cook.
For me, it's like how you want to be treated. You treat people nice and they'll treat you nice back as well.
A lot of people who have come from a homeless background have probably had many years of dealing with bureaucracy, and so in a lot of cases they won't trust someone who's coming forward. I'm not sure what the old saying is, beware of gifts from strangers.
Both of us black and blue, I gave you everything.
Wintringham started as a sense of anger, you know, so pure social justice is simply to the fact that they are, in my case, elderly Australians who are homeless, full stop. They should be entitled to the same level of care that my parents got.
Well, I grew up in North Carlton. I worked at the Hilton, the Windsor and the Melbourne Zoo, just as a barman and a kitchen hand. I'm 55 now. I've been here for 3.5 years. I've been in the wheelchair for about 4 years, and the physio comes around. I've got one of them walking trolleys, and we do about three laps of the facility. And the other place where I've been, they had stairs, and you know, it wasn't any good. Like I've been into like four places like this, but not as good as this. Well, if I wasn't living here, I'd be living on the street, I suppose. Yeah, it wouldn't be any good in this weather.
I think the work that Wintringham does, or the projects that Wintringham that Alan Kong has done, are really good examples of how we can design to create supportive environments for people, and especially for people who have been homeless.
I lived in a flat in North Fitzroy. I was so sick I couldn't look after myself. I was on my own. My partner died 2010. Because we were together, nearly 30 years.
Very few people have chosen to be homeless, but poverty shouldn't exclude you from anything. Well, certainly not aged care. There are thousands of ways of becoming homeless. You can't have a society that says people have rights and then not give them those rights.
It's a long story. Let's just say that my son's girlfriend took over the house and kicked me out. I know, it's weird. I've been here for 4 years. Originally came here because I was in like a women's refuge, I suppose, and it was very unsafe there, mainly because there was a lot of drugs and knives and things in the place where I was. But I remember one stage I had 5 women in my room hiding from one of the residents. And then I heard about this place through a social worker and moved in.
My workers from Launch Housing told me about these places that I didn't want to go, and I didn't go. One phone call when I was desperate and sick, and I ended up here, mate. A detox then here.
There's a much greater focus on salutogenic design. So that's designing for health and well-being rather than designing for illness. Connecting with nature is a vital part of that. We know being outside and connecting with nature has a positive health effect. It's also a fundamental human right. We need to be able to go outside, and it shouldn't be hard. And at Wintringham, people are empowered to go outside. They don't hesitate, they just do it. Just because someone has become older or has dementia doesn't mean that rain has become dangerous.
The Antarctic Division had done a whole lot of research over the last 20 or 30 years on the life and well-being, and they'd decided that the best way to provide a living environment for a person even in the Antarctic was to have unavoidable everyday contact with the outside. Yeah, so the polar research suggests that if you live entirely in a man-made environment that your health is going to suffer. Some of the conditions might be depression or lack of appetite or lack of exploratory urge, which means you actually don't want to do things. The environment has to be supportive of people's needs. So the way it supports people's needs here is that it creates a very familiar environment, so it makes it easy for people to respond positively to the environment.
I think the loneliness was killing me, mate. In my flat of my own, the loneliness. That's what was killing me.
Because we work with a very, very tricky client group, we've developed systems to meet the needs of those clients. And what we've found, in fact, is we can meet the needs of any clients because we've started with the most difficult. So what works is giving people respect, giving people dignity, and giving them independence to make their own decisions, even when those decisions are a bit dodgy.
I'm alcoholic, so I get my 300 ml of wine at breakfast time, lunchtime and tea time. I mean, this place is we've got gardens. You know, gardens, you can sit here and talk to the bloody plants. I've grown enormously. The staff here want me to grow, want me to keep living.
Hi, Alan.
Hello, honey, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Very, very well. If this bloke is homeless, take him in, for God's sake. He's got to have a home. If he has dementia, take him in, for God's sake, because he's got to have a home too. You can't refuse to let someone come in to your organisation, because that person, you never know, that person might be the bright spark. He might be able to lift the staff, for God's sake, lift the whole bloody organisation.
I don't think they would stay in your mainstream aged care. They wouldn't feel accepted. They wouldn't like the surroundings. Like I said, if you were to take all their addictions from them, they would definitely not stay with us.
Well, if I couldn't do my own thing here, I'll just jump in my car and just disappear.
People telling you what to do and how to do it, when to do it, that's just nonsense.
Lock me up and I go mad.
To come into aged care is a really big thing, let alone, you know, cutting off all the sources that they've used to live with. So now that they've come into aged care, we still facilitate alcohol and cigarette programs.
Well, it's important for me to have a drink. It keeps me calm, and at night time I sleep better.
About that much wine and that much water. I get 6 of them a day.
The program's all right because it's cut me down from, 2 packets every 2 days to a few cigarettes a day.
Red wine, bloody good stuff.
They can come and go, but they just get our support with a lot of the addictions that they do have.
And if you've been drinking the program, they won't give you a drink.
They've still got rights, and it is their right to drink and it is their right to smoke.
Sometimes I can't see beyond here. I just, whether I've forgotten or, yeah, I'd love to travel, love to go to Europe again.